Back to another Pragmata video, this time on the RTX 5060 Ti like you guys voted. This was the most voted GPU out of my poll from 2 days ago. And here it is, the 5060 Ti 16GB version of the GPU, the Zotac Twin Edge, paired up with the i5 12400F and 32GB of DDR4 memory running at 3200 MHz. I think it's overclocked. I think it's base speeds with the latest 596.21 NVIDIA driver. That's it. Let's jump in and see what we got. Okay, we're in the game. And you can see we are maxing out the GPU memory. That's because I'm maxed out on everything and DLAA settings. So you can see we are turning on path tracing everything just to start it off. And DLAA, which is why it's going to be pretty laggy. No frame gen and everything else is maxed out right there. So let's see the total performance. You can get 10 FPS with the 5060 Ti on these settings. Okay. I mean 4K native with path tracing 10 FPS. No, I'll take it. It's better than like single digit. And this game looks really good too on these settings. So, and again, not playable. So there's that. I'm gonna go back. Start using some upscaling now. And performance mode is what I would go for if I'm ever playing this on 4K, especially on a 5060 Ti. And that alone just jumps it all the way to 31 FPS. Okay. I'm gonna go to the mission area. I think I need to go through the whole thing again and get to the boss fight, because I stopped the previous video on the 5060 just before the boss fight started. So yeah, I'm gonna fight the boss. So inside the mission area you can get, let me just restart the counter, 33 FPS. It's like pretty good, you know, and this is without any frame gen or anything. And we have a lot of video memory to spare as well. So that is a pretty good sign here, guys. 32 FPS. If you just want to lock it to 32 FPS, you can still play it like that. And the latency is 118, which is a little laggy, I'm not gonna lie. But it's still like really playable so far. You know, it's really stable. You can see we're using almost 12.6 GB of video memory, so it's really intensive on these settings. And of course it is, because it's path tracing. No surprise, you know. Before I do this, I'll just start using some frame gen. I turn on frame gen, 2x, starting it off at 2x, let's see. And that gets us to 55, almost 60, and with 76 milliseconds latency. I mean, it's not terrible. I don't see any artifacting around them, because now we have more than 3 GB of VRAM left in the tank. So for a smoother frame gen processing, so we are good on the VRAM. See, this is why 16 GB is important. 52 FPS though, I was expecting at least 60, since we got 30 FPS, you know, as base speeds, but 54, 56 FPS. Let me just bump it up to 3x. The 3x will get you all the way to 76, and no artifacting. Not again. I can see a slight little bit of ghosting around him, his helmet, and her hair, just like that over there. See that? And again, that's just frame gen artifacting. You can't do anything, especially if you're upscaled from 25 FPS. 82 milliseconds latency. It's slightly increased. And now let's get into a short little fight scene here. See if it's gonna stay on the 70s or 60s. If it does, then there's literally no point going down below these settings. On 4K, it's gonna be absolutely playable. Ah, come on. That's dead. Where's the big boy? There it is. Woo. Wait. Oh, there's another guy. Okay, I didn't see him. Reload. And oh my god, he's not dead. Man, he's gonna be dead pretty soon. And now this guy. And didn't do anything, you know, was staying pretty much about the 70 mark, so shows you how well optimized this game is, man. So, and it was pretty smooth too. I didn't feel any input lag or anything. It was pretty good. So I'd say straight up you can just play it like this without turning off anything. You can just keep the path tracing on and have these settings on. Totally playable. And just for the sake of it, let me see. 4x will get you all the way to 102, which is way better. And almost 100 FPS. That's actually really good, guys. 83 milliseconds Oh, that was a little stutter there. I think it's because you're loading up a big area like this. Could be the reason. Now the question is, should I fight this guy on these settings or turn it off? I don't think I need to turn off the settings. You know what I mean? Because the game runs really well as it is. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like this. I don't think there's a need to turn off path tracing because it's playable. Like whenever those slight dips happen, then you can see the latency going up, which is obvious. Barricade, okay. See, that was a big dip right there. Okay. We got a lot of guns lying around, so let's see how the fight's gonna be. And there it is, the big guy. Oh man, and now... Run. I've taken this guy out many times, so I know how to do this. Reload, come on, dude. That's it. You gotta shoot him at the back. And you can see the FPS still staying like really well above. And it's pretty responsive as well, so let's see what he can do. Oh yeah, the rocket barrage. Still staying about the 95 FPS mark. And I do see some artifacting around the character though. Yeah, running so fast. It's gonna do it again. And you can definitely see the artifacting, guys. It's a big chunk. And this small little cutscene. 88 FPS. Just to make it even better, I think we go all the way down to ultra performance. It's gonna be way better. Now we are in the white zone. It's not orange anymore. I'm gonna keep it to 3x. It should be much better now. Or even 2x. Let me see that. See, you can get the same kind of performance over this. Yeah, one more of those. Oh, he's down again. No, he's not. It's like half his health down, so he's doing this thing. And now she's gonna do her thing. Okay, it's going down below 60 a little bit here and there, but... yeah, these are the exact same thing that happened in the demo as well, so... I'm gonna go to the back and hit him at the back. Need to get my, what do you call it? There it is, the shotgun. I need that. Woo! That was close. Here it is, another hack complete. Show me your back, bro. Yeah, this is like totally playable in these settings. It's almost dead though. It takes too long to reload the gun. It's almost dead. 75 FPS. On ultra performance, it looks a little bit more blurrier than performance, which is obvious. We're still using almost 14 gigabytes of VRAM. Now, on an 8 GB card, this is not going to be possible though. Gonna be stuttering real bad. So just for the sake of it, let me just put it back to 4x and finish this guy off on ultra performance. What is he about to do now? Can I use anything with this? Keep it going. Oh, come on, he closed that. Come on, dude. I gotta go find the nodes again. So it does drop the things, the frames below 60 if you're like using a menu or something. But other than that, the gameplay is pretty smooth. Okay, I got the shotgun again, so we should be good. Oh, that was pretty close. Ooh, that was close. That was pretty close, not gonna lie. Come on, use the shotgun. Almost dead though. Woo! Woo! I gotta hack him again? No way. I don't think so. I can just finish him off. I mean, I would have died if he actually hit me with that. You know what I mean? Almost dead. Mama, come on. Oh, come on, dog. If I die here, it's gonna be hilarious. I hope I don't. Yeah, he's dead right there. So, running pretty well, 130 FPS on this. Really solid. So even on ultra performance, it can run really well, you know. And it does still look pretty sharp for what it is, so it's pretty good. So that's how the boss fight went. It went really well, in my opinion. Got the license key. But yeah, when you run around crazily, like, the artifacting is definitely there around them, but you don't notice it because you're, you know, in an intense fight scene. So there's that. There's one little thing that I gotta test before I stop doing 4K. It's going to be DLSS Auto. Now it's at 85, so it's gonna adapt to it. I think this is the adaptive, dynamic frame gen option in the game, even though it's not supported in the NVIDIA app. Right now it staying at 82, scale from 40 FPS, so it's gonna change whenever necessary, right? So yeah, this is pretty good. You can even keep it on to auto settings if you want to. So I'm gonna say, like, I'm still gonna play the game on ultra performance and with 2 or 3x frame gen if you want to play it on 4K maxed out, you know. And again, it's up to you. So you guys get an idea how it's gonna be with maxed out settings. So if we turn off path tracing, it's gonna be even better. Which is what I'll be testing out after this. And I'm back in here after doing a lot of upgrades and stuff. And you can see I'm back in here without any ray tracing. So no ray tracing, DLAA, and no frame gen. That would get us to 41 FPS. So with path tracing on, we were getting what? 10 FPS? So you can get additional 30 FPS without any of that. That's a major improvement right here. So I think it's time for us to go to the next place. I will go. I just want to see how it's going to be here. Now, looking pretty good so far. So I think we're going to the Earth. Let's see how it's going to be over there. Alright, let's keep it going. I don't know if this area is more intense than the previous one, but doesn't look like it. Pretty much the same, I guess. What the hell are these? There's one shot to the face. Doesn't drop a lot of performance, so we can now start using some upscaling. And again, this is DLAA, pretty impressive for what it is. So if I use DLSS quality, take you to 60. Wow. So even DLSS quality on 4K is going to give you a solid 60 FPS. And again, if it's just barely getting 60, it's definitely going to drop down to 50 when in fight scenes. But it's really impressive to see this, man. And this is without frame gen. Totally playable. So if you don't want path tracing on, this is a good way to play it. Come on. One shot. And you can see this dropped it down to 58, 57. So it is with these things, you know. It's an upgrade point. Pretty good. 58. Okay, I think we are stepping outside. Let's see. See if that's gonna drop the performance. Ooh, okay, so this is the area that they all been benchmarking. Oh, I see. Yeah, it does drop it to 52. So we're losing about 8 to 10 FPS right here. Okay, so that makes sense. It's an open area with a lot of stuff going on, so it's like the New York Times Square. Graphics, I'm gonna go to performance. I think, yeah, it's better to keep it on performance mode. You wanna play on 4K, and that would definitely take us about 60 FPS.
I can't decide what to look at first.
Alright, 63 FPS right here. Which is again pretty good. 61, so 4K is definitely playable, guys. And so this definitely changes the way it plays with the path tracing. So I'm pretty sure if with path tracing, you're not going to be able to get this type of experience. What do you do with this? Just jump down, I guess. Woohoo! 60 FPS over here. There's another guy sitting there. 55, so it does drop down below 60. This is one shot with a shotgun, which is the best part about it. No, 62, so not bad. If I use some frame gen, I'm gonna just keep it to 3x. Because, you know, I don't want to make this video way too long. We still gotta test out 1440p and 1080p. And yeah, the puddles don't look that great because we are not on, we don't have path tracing or anything enabled. So it doesn't look that nice, but still not bad. And he's dead. So if you were to play the game on these settings, this is really playable, guys. 129, 130 FPS. Even this is kind of overkill. You can just keep it on 2x and get over 100 FPS. So yeah, it's looking really nice, doesn't it? That might be the screenshot for this video right there. 135 FPS on 4K, so pretty much can just max the game out and play like this with a little bit of frame gen. So yeah, that's 4K settings. Now let's move on to 1440p and 1080p. Now we're on 1440p right here. DLAA without any frame gen. Let me see. So we can just get 60 FPS immediately without even doing anything. That's actually really nice, you know. And this is 1440p, which is what I believe most people will be playing the game on with this 5060 Ti anyways. There are people who's going to be playing on 4K, but this is going to be the most comfortable resolution for this GPU.
Is it?
How did they close it off?
I think we need to disable the lock.
62 FPS.
Begins to reach them.
Okay. What the hell is this? What the heck? Wow, even with that really intense cutscene, the FPS still stays above 60. That's amazing. So we're definitely not going back out there right now. We will soon. So we can save the game right here, okay? That's pretty good. Yeah, we should be back with path tracing, you know. So getting 60 plus FPS over there. I don't know how many of the game's areas are going to be that intensive. I believe like majority of it's going to be like indoors like this. So it's going to be totally playable. I'm going to go back and come back after enabling some path tracing. All right, now let's see. No frame gen, path tracing on, DLAA. Oh, I forgot to save the game. Oh my gosh. Oh, will it save it? I hope it does. I think it did. So now we are back here and getting 20 FPS with path tracing on. Still 10 FPS improvement from 4K. Yeah, it did save. So it does auto save if you get a shelter and come back. Okay, that's pretty good. 20 FPS with path tracing maxed out on DLAA. It's really like incredible. Look at the reflections. Now it looks really good. Everything is locked. Okay, back out here again. Wow, that looks amazing, man. Wow, look at the lighting. 18 FPS, still pretty much staying about the 15 mark. And nobody's gonna play the game like this, especially with path tracing. Definitely need some upscaling to make it playable. That's exactly what we're gonna be doing here. Gonna go to quality mode and maybe use a little bit of frame gen as well. I'm gonna go 2x frame gen. 2x frame gen in quality mode, you can get 60 FPS. Would you look at that? 75 milliseconds latency, still playable. I don't see a lot of artifacting, but it's definitely there. Look at the VRAM usage, almost 15 gigabytes. Still really intensive over here. The Riot Blaster, a grenade launcher. I think I use this instead of the stasis net. So let's see. Wow. That's one down. There's one more down. I mean, it's not as powerful as I thought it was gonna be, but it does the job. Oh no, hell no, this thing.
Stop skittering around.
There it is, one shot. I need the shotgun for that. Yeah, still pretty much playable on 2x frame gen with these settings. If I were to go to 4x, it's gonna be even more playable. It takes you all the way to 105. Now you don't have to worry about going below 60 at all. It's still pretty much good looking visuals. Artifacting has increased on the hair strands around them, so that's there. Still using 15 gigabytes almost. 76 milliseconds latency, still playable. Keyboard and mouse, it's slightly floaty. It's doable though. No. So far so good. I like it. 108. The red gate key.
More like your average.
You do here. I gotta hack it again. So yeah, I wouldn't go. Oh hell no.
How you like this?
I'm gonna keep going here and use the Riot Blaster. Ooh, it just knocks them down. That's pretty good. Pretty handy, you know. Oh, reload, and there it is, dead. I need more ammo for the shotgun. That thing is the best. So yeah, like you can see, 100 FPS. I wouldn't go down below DLSS quality mode on the 5060 Ti, because it can pretty much handle it, like you can see, even with path tracing. So if I were you, I would play the game like this without an issue. There it is. I got more ammo for that, so
Come on.
it looks pretty good. Where are we supposed to go now? I think it's like up this way or that way. It has to be that way, so I'm just gonna see what it is with this. This thing looks really pretty, doesn't it? Has to be something hidden over here.
The only choice is up.
Multi-hack. This is a way out. I'm gonna have to go down there. So, running pretty well so far. 113 FPS, man. So 1440p is definitely playable with these settings. Oh shit. Easy. Let me slowly move my way over there, and oh wow, what? It's locked. Gotta go here. What is this? And there it is. Got a new box. Even with all of these, man, you need more than 14 gigabytes of VRAM for path tracing. That's crazy. But it's pretty much playable, like you guys can see here. So I think that's enough for 1440p, right? Now let's move on to 1080p. I don't think I need to show you guys anything further. It is really capable of running path tracing with upscaling and frame gen for sure. So that's it. Now let's move on to 1080p. Right, I just turned it down to 1080p now with the same settings. And DLAA, no ray tracing, no frame gen. So pure performance on 1080p. 35. Still using 13 gigabytes of VRAM. So that shows you, man, how intensive this thing is. Just to have path tracing, you need at least 13 gigabytes or more to have a stable experience. But that's why we have DLSS and all of the cheat codes to make it feel better. So 30 FPS is all you can get with native 1080p. This is what I kind of expected with path tracing. So let me just go here again and use some DLSS quality. So now it's upscaled from 720p. Takes you all the way to 55, close to 60. Still not enough. And how do I go? Where do I was? That's where we just came from. Oh, over there. Okay. Of course. That's one.
Look out for your targeting. Here it comes.
That's two. Oh, hell no. What is that? Oh, this thing does that?
In overdrive mode. On standby.
God damn. These things are aggressive. Okay, now this guy. Oh, we don't have any more of the shotguns. Come on, dude. Can I do this with them? I don't think it's gonna work. Should do the job though. Come on, dude. Reload. One down. Reload again. Keep it going. Get like close to 60 FPS with these settings. I got the shotgun back. Nice. Decode. So yeah, it's not terrible, but you definitely need some frame gen to make it work. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna actually go back to DLAA and try some frame gen. 2x. Yeah, 2x not gonna be enough. I barely get to 60 FPS using 15 GB of VRAM, and it feels a little bit floaty as well. So, oh yeah, keep it on 3x. Take you to 79 FPS on DLAA. And yes, you can see the artifacting around the character, especially around her hair. See that? So that happens, man. Especially when you're upscale from 26 FPS to 78. Yeah, it's gonna be a little iffy, that side of things. And there it is. Got 2 unlocked. You got 3 more to go. And 4 more to go. What is this? Oh, it's like a level 2 upgrade. I'm getting a lot of stuff. It's good. 81 FPS, guys. On DLSS, on DLAA. If you want to ease it up a little bit, you can just use DLSS quality. It might be way better. So, takes you all the way to 128. Now it's way more smoother and less artifacting as well. So, you upscale from 42 FPS instead of freaking 25.
Really look like this?
So now it's like way more playable on a 1080p screen. This looks like the best way to play it. You don't even need 3x frames, and even 2x is gonna be perfectly playable.
No one else?
This is like if you need more than 100 FPS, and this is possible. No, you definitely do not need these type of FPS to play a game like this. Where am I supposed to go? We're just there. Go here and try to turn off that thing.
Be careful.
There it is, he's dead. He or it's dead. Pretty solid, guys. Like, you can play it like this on 1080p. You don't need to turn off any path tracing. It's totally playable. So I think you guys get a clear idea how well the game runs on the 5060 Ti. Yes, I did spend a lot of time on the 4K settings. But 1440p and 1080p you can play with path tracing on. It's not gonna look bad at all. Pretty playable. So yeah, it's gonna be like really GPU intensive, especially when you have path tracing maxed out. So not putting a lot of stress on the CPU. You can see it's only 20% used on the i5. Still holding up really well. It's a really well optimized game. So yeah, that's pretty good, guys.
Protocol activated.
So yeah, totally playable. And that's it. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more benchmarks, and the 5080 video and all the other GPUs will be tested pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great time wherever you are. Catch you guys in the next one, so take it easy and peace out.